Hello and welcome to the show. Today we're going to wrap up the conversation about how you can use WhatsApp for business purposes. I think in the last episode I wrapped up talking about how you can use WhatsApp to foster relationships and trust. So we'll just give a few words on that and then we'll wrap up that series. Okay, then also WhatsApp can be useful to use it to qualify clients. For those of you who are newbies listening to the show, I'm going to define what qualification is later on in the episode. Okay, WhatsApp on fostering relationships and trust. Now, of course, WhatsApp is a direct communication channel, and that's what allows it to be much more personalized, much more personal, much more friendly when compared to email and SMS. And that's why over here on the podcast, I've been talking about the hierarchy of communications and why I would, in most situations, prioritize WhatsApp over email and SMS. Now, of course, email is necessary to tidy things up, keep things nice and official. But there's nothing that says that if you have the other person's WhatsApp number, there's nothing that says you can't do most of the chit chat, most of the back and forth on WhatsApp. And then when you want to get things nice and tidy, nice and formal, then you send the email with all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed. So it's not a bad way to facilitate business communications, and that is how personally I prefer to do things. So yes, you can email things back and forth perpetually and spend weeks to try and get things done. But I prefer to just pick up the phone, try and see how we can wrap up this conversation sharp, sharp, or maybe arrange a meeting. I go to their office, they come over to mine, we just talk it over sharply. If that's not possible, then there's email, sorry, not email, WhatsApp, you chat back and forth, you have WhatsApp calls back and forth. And then when you're ready to make things nice and tidy and formal, reduce everything to writing, then we get back to SMS. So WhatsApp, that's how it fosters relationships, expedites business, and helps to build trust because it's a much more direct communication channel. So let's see what else. Okay, yeah. So of course, since it's a much more personalized channel, it's going to allow you to do things like have personalized greetings. People are already taking advantage of that using emojis and GIFs or GIFs. However it is that you pronounce that. Then let's see what else. Stuff like that, basically. Just all the kinds of personal and personalized things that you can do in WhatsApp that you can't do over email. Then it also allows you to provide valuable information directly and timely. Because if you're trying to do things over email, that whole thing when you send somebody the invitation, sorry, not the invitation, you send someone the information and you send it on a Monday. But the thing is, people don't usually check their email hourly or every day for some people. So you send it on the Monday, and then they check their email on a Wednesday, but by then it's too late because you needed the information on Tuesday. But if you do WhatsApp, on the other hand, most people respond to their WhatsApp messages sharply. So you can send someone a WhatsApp message by, let's say, 8 in the morning, and even if they've had a really, really rough day, they probably get back to you maybe by 6 p.m. that evening or something like that. So you can use that to provide valuable information directly. Then, because of that whole personal and direct thing, then sharing updates with people, not a bad idea if you're going to use WhatsApp for that. Also, people keeping people up to date with promotional offers and things like that, keeping you top of mind. For those of us who are guys married or in relationships, we see a lot of that working when Easter comes round or Christmas comes round or our children's birthdays come round, and then wifey is receiving messages from vendors that she's done business with in the past. Happy birthday for your son, happy birthday for your daughter, blah blah blah. We're now offering this percent on children's shoes or 70% off on this or on that and that and that. So all that magic for building business is possible because we have WhatsApp and we can use it for business purposes. Now, the second part that I said I was going to do some explaining on, especially for those of you who are newbies, this is your first time of listening to the podcast. I mentioned that you can use WhatsApp as a tool to qualify clients. Now, qualification is a part of the sales process that involves sorting through contacts. Now, whenever you are, okay, sorry about that noise. That's the alarm. Okay, yeah, we've done 5 minutes. I want to make sure that today is a short episode. Okay, So, what was I? Qualification. Yes, that's sorting through contacts. Because in business, you're going to be having conversations with lots of people who hit you up on Instagram DM or who come to your shop, or you meet people at networking sessions, or you get a referral to someone else. Bottom line is you're having conversations with people all the time, and you're trying to figure out who you should be spending the most time with. Because if someone is curious versus interested, then obviously I would say you should be spending much time with the interested person, because the curious person can be a waka pass. You just come like, okay, oh, you have this, how much is this, how much is this, but they were never, sorry, excuse me, but they were never really going to buy in the first place. But now someone who has a genuine interest, a genuine need, a person who has a problem that they're trying to solve, or the vision that they're trying to move forward with, I think that you're better off spending time with those people. Well, immediately, that is right now. So if the person is interested, spend time with them right now. If the person is curious, then put them in the list for relationship nurturing. You can always get back to them later saying, okay, yes, we have this, we have that. What are you interested in? Blah, blah, blah. And keep them, what's the word? Just keep top of mind and stuff like that. So that if they change their mind and they become really interested because they have a specific thing they're asking after, a specific problem that they're trying to solve, then you can move them up the communication queue. Then, okay, yeah. So, how do you use WhatsApp to do that? Now, because WhatsApp is a direct communication channel where you can have real personalized conversations, provide informations directly, it allows you to have these sorts of conversations where you're trying to figure out who is this person, what are they about, how did they hear about you, what's the problem that they have, what's the vision that they're trying to solve. You can easily do this on WhatsApp, pinging back and forth. But remember, back to the communications hierarchy, I prefer and I advise that you pick up the phone and have this conversation sharply. Now, if you're worried about credit, that's not a problem, because in Nigeria, anyway, cost of keeping in touch has gone down a little bit. That's because for WhatsApp, we now have the call feature. I remember that when WhatsApp first came out, we didn't have the call feature, it was only text. But that was a long time ago, maybe like a decade ago. We didn't have the call feature. So now we have a call feature. You don't have to use WhatsApp for texting only. Then when it's time to call, you now pick up Skype or I can't remember what we used to use back then, back when we were in school. There was Skype. Skype's the American company. Then there was another alternative, but I can't remember what that was called. So now we have WhatsApp call, we have video calls. So you can just call the person up, WhatsApp call, and have a cost-effective conversation where you're trying to figure out who they are, what they're about, what they're interested in trying to solve, things like that. So my son's birthday passed recently, and if you're a cake vendor, you're speaking to someone in these sorts of circumstances, then WhatsApp is going to be a very good tool for qualifying, because you can be pinging back and forth. Oh, congratulations, ma. How is he? How old is he going to be? Okay, what are you guys looking at? 6 inches, 8 inches, 12-inch cake. How many layers? Two, three, four. What flavors does he like? Strawberry, vanilla, blah blah blah. What are his favorite superheroes, or what are her favorite this and that? And what else? Do you have a party planned? What's the dress code for the day? When do you need it delivered? All those sorts of questions. Now, these are qualification questions, because when you ask them, you're sorting through contacts, you're trying to figure out who is worth spending time with. If you speaking to the woman and it's congratulations, when is the birthday, you guys are chatting in May, and she says, oh, the birthday is in September. The difference between March and September is, let's see, 3, 9, 6. So that's 6 months. So the difference is, it's 6 months away. So yeah, you can respond. But the thing is, the momsy who has hit you up now for a birthday party in September, well, it could be that she's much more thorough and much more prepared than other mothers. But she may also just be curious and trying to get a sense of what's the market like, who is out there, what are prices, things like that. She might be doing her preliminary research. So you see how once you start asking these sorts of questions in business conversations over WhatsApp, you can get a sense of who is more serious, who is more pressing that I have to pay attention to now, and who's the other person that I can kind of, well, you never want to ignore anyone, because you don't want to risk insulting anyone, and also because we also don't want to risk losing out on business opportunities just because we're lazy. But the thing is, we have limited time in the day. We're chatting with lots of people, so we have to find some way of prioritizing some sorts of some people. So there's some sorts of conversations that you're going to continue now. Continue chatting right now, or pick up the phone to call right now because they're really interested. They have a definite need, and you can use WhatsApp to handle those sorts of conversations. So like I said, doesn't have to be done over WhatsApp. Left to me, I'd say face to face. Face to face is not possible. Then let's have a phone call to sort that out. And luckily, we can make phone calls over on WhatsApp. Okay, 10 minutes. So let me wrap this up quickly. Let's see what else. Okay, yes, advancements. Now, advancements is also something that I talk about over here on the podcast, and that's how you know that you're moving forward in a business relationship. An advancement is when you guys finish a call, you finish a meeting, you finish a whatever, and you have a clear sense of what it is that you're going to do next. So back to the Momsi example. So you're chatting with the Momsi and it's like, oh, congratulations. When is the birthday? Okay, it's in 2 weeks' time. What are the favorite characters? Okay, he likes this and this and this, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe I should discuss with my husband and I'll get back to you. And then you say, okay, cool, no Allah, no problem. So you're going to discuss with your hobby. So will you be able to get back to me, let's say, like around that kind, 9 a.m. tomorrow? And then the woman says, okay, yes, yeah, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Then cool, no problem. You end the chat. Now that is an advancement because you now have a specific commitment for 9 a.m. tomorrow for the business relationship to be moved forward one step. And that one step is you're now going to know the buying criteria, what it is that they find, what they think is essential in the cake. So it's moving things forward one step. That is an advancement. Now, the opposite of an advancement is a continuation, and that is where you leave a meeting, a phone call, an engagement, or whatever it is, and you don't have a clear sense of what the next step is. So if you and Momsy have been chatting back and forth and everything, and she hasn't given you a clear sense of what the flavor should be, what the character should be, or whatever, and you guys end the chat by you saying, "Oh, thank you very much, Ma. It's been nice chatting with you. I'm looking forward to serving you guys. Enjoy the rest of your meeting, Ma." And then the lady responds that, "Oh yes, I had a wonderful time chatting with you. You sound very, very professional. I look forward to working with you." And you say good night. She says good night. Some of you might think that was a good conversation and you're making progress because it sounds polite. But the thing is, it sounds polite, it sounds friendly, but that is not an advancement. You guys ended the phone call. Momsy didn't say how she wants to work with you, what the next step is supposed to be. You didn't propose anything. You guys just left it like that. And those are those situations where you pick up the phone, you want to call or you want to send a message, and you're even thinking, like, what should I say, self? What kind of message should I send? You can't think of anything to do because in the last conversation, you guys didn't make any advancements. You didn't get a clear sense of what the next step is. So in those sorts of situations now, if you're following up, it's just following up for the sake of following up. You send her a message and you say, "Oh, good afternoon, ma. How preparations?" And she says, "Oh, preparations are coming along fine." Full stop. And then she will send. I mean, like, what are you supposed to say after that? So we should always try and secure advancements, and we can use WhatsApp to secure advancements by using WhatsApp to schedule meetings, to schedule appointments. Can use that to confirm orders or to confirm specifications, like in this case where I said, okay, you want to talk to your husband, Ma, no problem, it makes sense. After all, he's the father of the child too, so he deserves a say. So, like, what time do you think you guys will be done chatting? So, like, by 9 a.m. tomorrow. I mean, is that cool? And she says, okay. You have confirmed an order. You have confirmed the specification. So those are ways of securing advancements. Then you can also use WhatsApp for customer satisfaction and customer success. Since WhatsApp is direct and it's much more personalized, it's okay for you to have a conversation with someone like, "Oh, you like this, you didn't like that. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, ma. Oh, I can't believe that somebody did this and this. Please, ma, can you send me the screenshot? Oh my God, I can't believe that my staff member did this. I'm terribly sorry, blah, blah, blah." There's more nuance and there's more detail. You can't have that kind of conversation over on SMS or over on WhatsApp. But SMS, sorry, you can't have that conversation over on SMS or email. But WhatsApp being much more personal, you can have those kind of conversations and you'll be able to quickly get down to the root of whether somebody's happy or not, whether they're angry or not, or whether they feel like they got a good deal or not. And of course, getting testimonials and referrals is a lot easier on WhatsApp because People can chat, they talk their mind away, and of course, you ask. I hope you don't mind if I screenshot this and use this on Instagram. There are a couple of people that will say, "Oh yeah, please do that, but please blur out my name," and there's some people that will say no. But the thing is, at least if you're having those honest conversations over on WhatsApp, where you're trying to handle customer success, customer satisfaction, customer service issues, people are speaking their mind. At least if you ask 10 people and 3 people say, yeah, sure, you can use it as a testimonial, just blur my name out. It's not bad. At least that is 3 testimonials more than what you used to get. And of course, WhatsApp, very good for follow up. You can send birthday messages, work anniversary messages, and things like that. Other ways of following up personal milestones, work milestones, those sorts of things. So, summary, WhatsApp, good for qualification. It's going to help you asking more questions about what they need, their budgets, the pain points, the vision that they're working towards, and those sorts of things. So with this, especially since we're over 15 minutes now, I can bring this to a close about how best we can use WhatsApp for business and purposes. So if you're one of those people who's been using it for entertainment and gossip and things like that, just know that you can be using WhatsApp for a whole lot more. So please connect with me on LinkedIn. My name is Tavishima Ayede. I'm the host of the show. You can confirm the spelling of my name from the link where you're listening to this episode. And then also connect with me on WhatsApp. The phone number is 080-6466-2140. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I'll catch you guys at the next recording.